Hello, beautiful people. Carl here from Games at Brains and Headbanging Life, gbhblofficial for short. And it's how easy are the achievements of my fantastic ranch, Unicorn and Dragons. I know, hear me out. But I was looking for a relaxed kind of like, building game, simulation, time management game. And this popped up, seemed fairly straightforward. 25 achievements worth, 1,000 Gamerscore. Didn't look like there was anything particularly challenging. Looked like you mostly just played it and all it would unlock, starting from doing tutorials, taking part in some tournaments, earning badges for your creatures. It's a very simple game to play and a very simple game to master as well. You'll actually reach a point probably around the time. So let me just find it where you kind of just run out of things to do. You're placing items, spending 10,000 gems, things like that, adopting a creature of each element. All of this is just progression stuff. Here we go. Reach the maximum number of creatures and staff members you can have and reach level 20 reputation with your ranch. Those will probably be not the last you'll do, but be the ones you do when you kind of reach the point where there's nothing else to do in the game and all you've got to do is do some outstanding achievements. This is where things get a little bit more complex. Now, this isn't a difficult game. However, one or two of these achievements do rely a little bit on luck and aren't necessarily clear. So some of it's straightforward, planting like 50 trees and items, placing 500 path tiles, simple enough. Then there's the adopt your first rare creature and adopt the rare creature of each element. It took me ages to even find where these were. Effectively, they appear with the rest of your animals, but you may not notice it initially, or they may not pop up for a while. I don't know if there's a specific thing you need to reach in the game, if it's a higher level, all of that, but just keep refreshing and spending your gems over and over again, and eventually they'll start to pop up. You'll know them because they'll look different, but they'll also have like stars coming off them. Then it's just a matter of buying each element. Then we get to some of the more complex ones. Now, of course, the depth in this game is based around teaching and pairing students up with the perfect animal. And the game will show you how to do that. There is one achievement for training for perfect doers and one lesson. That's a little bit challenging because obviously getting perfect doers isn't the easiest task. But just stay out and pay attention to what your students need and desire and what it takes to level them up. The same going for earn a new badge for an entire tournament team simultaneously at the end of a tournament. So that's one teacher, one student, and one unicorn all having to earn a badge at the end of a tournament. So what you want to do is get them as close as possible to almost earning a new badge before you send them all off into a tournament. It'll take a little bit of playing around, but you will get that eventually. Reach 24 simultaneous enrollments in your ranch. This one is just irritating. Because to get enrollments, you basically just have to have lessons going non-stop. But the more lessons you have going, the more tired and frustrated your creatures become. So basically, save this one to the end. And then just keep hammering the lessons over and over again, regardless of the temperament of your creatures. And eventually you'll hit 24. Complete every challenge is basically complete all achievements. And tied into that will be the one that everybody struggles with. Probably the most luck-based one of all, which is the last achievement I got on it, achieve an S grade at the end of a strict festival. This requires so many things to go your way, or you just to plan so carefully. Not only do you need perfect pairs all the way through, but you also need to have the correct creatures that the king and queen want. You want to make sure that the temperament's all quite high. It needs to be done in a timely amount of time. It's quite a challenging one, the hardest achievement of all, and can be quite frustrating because you'll be refreshing over and over again, and you just won't get it exactly right. The amount of times I got an A grade, eventually you'll get there. It's not that hard. It just requires a little bit of luck and a little bit of planning and thinking ahead and looking and working out. Leave that one to the end. It should be the last one you do in the game, obviously tied into job done, complete every challenge. So on that front, I think this will take you a bit of time. It took me about 8 hours overall, but I really hammered it and went hell for leather on it and didn't really give it up. But I think it's more like a 10-hour plus game. It all really depends on how lucky you get with, say, the S for Sensational, the Dragon Academy, Kindred Spirits, Dream Team, those ones. Required just a little bit of luck, which is not great achievements. But it's a fairly fun game, and it's not, like I say, overtly challenging to complete. Probably give it a 7 out of 10 in regards to on the difficulty scale for just because of those kind of luck-based achievements. It is my fantastic ranch unicorn on and dragons. That's how easy those achievements are. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.